Hi guys and welcome back again to the TechTech YouTube channel. Back in 2014 at Computex, Asus introduced their concept project for their Republic of Gamers hardware lineup of a very small but yet very powerful PC that isn't much bigger than a PS4 or Xbox One, called by the name of G20. Few months after this little monster became available for users to buy, and a year later it sits in front of us in this pretty big product box along the line of a monitor being inside. The box itself is all covered in ROG themed design. On the front you can see the device itself. In the right top corner we have a sticker which is indicating a free bundle game inside, one of the Assassin's Creed sequels in this case. Last but not least, we have a small declaration sticker which indicates which configuration is inside of this particular model, and as you can see we have a pretty beefy setup with GTX 980, Intel Haswell Core i7-4790 and 12GB of DDR3 RAM. Although you would probably like to see the performance of this beast, we actually didn't have any time left to test it out thoroughly, but despite of that you all probably know how a GTX 980 and Core i7 perform together. There was also another somewhat factor that was keeping us from testing it, and that is that this configuration actually became outdated since Asus just announced that they are bringing in the updated Skylake version of it, the G20 CB. Opening up the box, in the separated box in the right corner you'll get all the necessary user manual documentation together with the key for the free game, and going even deeper inside it, we have a power supply for the device and an AC power cable. Last but not least, after a few minutes of unpackaging, here we have the G20 itself. Looking at the G20, we must say Asus did a really good job design-wise, a real masterpiece whatever way you look at it. The chassis is full of subtle details, most of them being functional ones, like on the top part of it, where through the plastic parts you can see a mesh-style pattern for air outtake of the cooling system. Bottom side reveals a set of rubber feet and a point of entry for the cool air to snug into the G20 and its hardware components. The Borg-like pattern design continues on the front, where you find USB and audio ports, and above it some kind of unusual tray. Some say it's used for putting in something called optical discs. If you ever heard about those, I don't know, maybe you know a bit more than me on this. The left and right sides of the chassis are very clean looking and they have few nicely done angled designer cuts and a big ROG logo engraved on them, while in the bottom front you can notice few brand stamps. Going to the back of the device, you can notice that I/O layout is actually comparable to an ATX motherboard combined with a dedicated graphics card. Here we have few USB 3 and 2 ports, regular 7.1 channel audio outputs, unfortunately without optical out, LAN jack and HDMI output for the integrated graphics card, which is coming from the GPU. The video outputs from the dedicated GPU come in a standard array as with every other GTX 980 with 3 display ports, 1 HDMI and 1 DVI. Right next to it you can see that we have 2 power plugs, and as you probably noticed that is because you get 2 power bricks. Since the GPU itself needs to get dedicated power, not just through the motherboard, Asus had to go with this option. Although an integrated power supply would be a much cleaner solution, the chassis itself wouldn't be as small as it is right now. Turning the machine on, you can see that G20 still has few tricks up its sleeves, especially when it comes to LED lighting. There are a few spots around the chassis which light up and which can be changed using the in-Windows software to your color likings. Thank you guys once again for checking out our unboxing and preview of the Asus G20 gaming PC system. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course if you would like to see more content like this you can subscribe to our TechTech YouTube channel or you can check out our other videos from before.